couch will burn, and you sitting here with another one of the dopest women I know. Let's just say, when it comes to speaking what's on your mind or speaking what's on her mind, she does that very well. and I've watched her provide insight on her show, Stella Talks.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Welcome to the Red Couch will Burn, Stella.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me here.
Yes. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I pride my show on having these great minds, right? I love your brain, her Virgo brain, right? I don't know. I don't even want to start the show off like this. But as I just said, Virgo brain, I was just thinking to myself, like, oh man, Virgos are a piece of work.
Yeah, so they
Why do people say that? Because, like, I see a lot of people on social media type, like, what's the worst sign ever? What's the most toxic sign? And a lot of people say Virgos.
Really?
Yes.
As the most toxic?
Toxic, yes.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I've never heard that. But
you don't think you have any bad traits?
I don't, like, feed too much into the horoscope, like, characteristics. Zodiac characteristics. Mm-hmm. But I do, to an extent, I do believe in astrology, so I do to an extent believe in certain characteristics. But as far as like Virgos being the worst, I've never heard
I didn't say the worst. I'm just saying toxic.
The most I've heard is like Virgos are the most like analytical. Virgos are the most like they dissect things, which I think is very true. We do like overthink things a little bit. Some of us live in our heads a little bit too much, but I think that
so?
Yeah.
I do not know those traits.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, Leo, don't get me started on Leos.
Go ahead. What you know about Leos? Tell me what you know about Leos.
Well, you guys are a bit stubborn, but you guys love hard though. That's right. That's what they say. That's what the horrors.
That's what they say.
That's what they say, right? But I think a lot of us have a little bit of like similar characteristics. Everything is just like a balance, you know. So that's why I say I don't feed too much into the like.
I think with most signs or most with the whole astrological signs and the zodiac or whatever, with everything comes maturity, right?
Yeah. So
like if you fit the profile of what they say the typical Leo fits, some of those things you jump out of. Like I used to be under that whole stereotypical, I guess, conceited thing that everybody used to say, but then I just noticed I think sometimes when I go places, I'm just the center of attraction in general. I see that sounds conceited, but it is what it is, though. That's the energy. But before, I used to take it to the head a little bit. Now, you know, grown ass man, with everything comes maturity.
And humbleness.
You know what I'm saying? And humbleness, yeah. So, but one of the things I did want to talk to you about, because, and we spoke about this earlier, was everything happening for a reason. So do you believe everything happens for a reason?
Listen, if you ask anyone that knows me, they will tell you that's one of my favorite lines to say, because I truly believe everything happens for a reason.
Why though?
Everything happens for a reason because everything is full circle. It's just the circle of life. So, you know, everything is a cause or effect. You know, everything is a balance. There's a negative, there's a positive. You know, there's a up, there's a down. You know, there's good, there's bad. There's everything is a balance. So everything is full circle. You know, what you do, what you put out, you get back.
Okay, that's it right there. What you put out in the atmosphere comes back to you, which means that
it's only two ways.
Which means that if whatever you do or your actions predict your future.
Yeah, in a way.
Right. So time is the most important thing.
Yeah, but you know,
what's more important than time?
I think some people What's more important than time?
What's more important than time?
You know, a lot of people would that we should get back to that topic of time.
I'm telling you what we on it now. What's more important than time?
Honestly, there's nothing more important
than time.
Yeah.
Time is the most important thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So that goes back to the beginning or the question that I asked you in the beginning. It's all the same thing. Like everything happens for a reason because of time.
Yeah.
Like whatever you put, for example, if you choose to eat 1,000 cheeseburgers right now, you're gonna take some time off your goddamn life. Right? You took time.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah,
1,000 cheeseburgers. For sure. No, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter though. But everything is timing is in everything though.
That's true.
Every single thing that you could possibly imagine.
That's true. And what you do with that time, right, is what matters too. Because based on what you do on that time, is what is going to come back to you. Is what you're gonna attract. Right. So, and that's why I say everything happens for a reason. Because now, if you are, you know, if you've been a bully all your life, and you know, you're like, or you're a murderer, a serial killer all your life.
Don't say bully because you got Trump and you got 50 Cent. Them niggas was bullies.
Listen, you know what they say in the streets, like about some people. I don't know
what they say in the streets about some people. What do
they say? Like, you know, they say you live by the gun, you die by the gun.
Okay, you live by the gun.
Right, so that's a prime example. Okay, right, to an extent, because you know.
I guess unless you change your life. I guess unless you change your life. I guess.
True, but even then, like you see, like movies and shows, or even stories of years later, even after someone changing their life somehow, them dying by a gun. Still, it's like just like, you know.
I guess it happens. Welcome to the Red Couch with Burn. You on the red couch, and we sitting here with Stella. You already know. We already lit. And we putting that positivity in the atmosphere. Because atmosphere, that positivity. Now let me stop. But yeah, but how important is it to put positivity in the atmosphere?
Listen, it is super positive. It's super positive. It is super important to put positive energy out in the atmosphere and to be positive and walk in a room positive, because energy is contagious. Energy is super duper contagious. So at the end of the day, if I have a bad mood and I come into a room, I step into a room with that mood, you know, and that mood rubs off on Burns, Mr. Burns, right? Then what? That mood it's going to be a domino effect, and now that mood might trickle down. You might go to visit your wife.
Everybody walking around here all angry and shit. Y'all not spreading that positivity in the atmosphere. Exactly. Y'all gotta spread that positivity.
That's what thank you for bringing that up, because even in it, like a lot of things in the media, the music, you know, we live in such like a woke era right now, but we seem so woke, yet we still sleep.
We seem so woke, yet we still sleep.
Yeah. The music, certain our music in particular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kanye West said it on Drink Champs. He said the top 5 songs that you hear on Apple or Spotify or something like that was like, it was crazy. But you know, like, what is art though? Like, is our music is art? I think that some of it is exaggerated. I think rap can be exaggerated art sometimes. You know, like,
I like how you
like
put that.
Like half the stuff that you hear people are not doing, right? You know that. But then it's like an art form to it, because if they're not doing it, but they can put it together in an intricate way, it makes it like, okay, yeah, I like the way you said that.
Yeah, true.
So that's where the art part comes in.
You're right about that.
That's where the art part comes in. So I don't know, the music, I love music. I love all types of music, but I love old school R&B music. That's what I
like. Yeah, my type of vibe.
Yeah. I like old school R&B music. I like, I wanna thank you.
Hey,
I can't even sing too much. Last time I sang something on a damn show, YouTube flagged me talking about.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I sang that good. You know what I'm saying?
What song was it?
Lauryn Hill, Killing Me Softly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was singing it. Me and one of the guests that I had before, like in the first season. We were singing "Killing Me Softly" and YouTube flagged me and said that I was singing like the song, like what? Are you crazy?
Right.
I was like, I was hyped. I ain't gonna lie. Flagged to my sound good. Do that.
I'm glad you took that as that negative and turned it to a
positive. You feel me? But I never quit though. That's one thing about me is I never quit. Do you run into a lot of people that quit wanting to do what they want to do?
Yeah, I think every day. I think.
What advice do you give to people who want to quit?
You know, honestly, I used to go in depth and try to like change someone's perspective. Like when I see that they're, having they have a negative mindset about a thing or a person or some type of change. But now my advice is everything at your own pace. You know? Yeah, everything at your own pace. Like I used to have this problem where I'm at in my level of elevation, I'm trying to get that person there. Even if it's like a coworker like that I'm not that close to, but I see them often enough to hear what's going on, and you feel comfortable enough to vent to me. Sometimes I don't know, people just have that like attraction to me. Yeah, right. And I don't mind that, right? Because I'm transparent and I I
said all Virgos say that.
All Virgos say that?
Like talking to me. No, but go ahead.
No, but yeah, just I learned that everything
everything happens
at your own pace. Yeah, my pace is different from your pace. Your pace is different from her pace. Her pace is different from his pace. And we just gotta respect different perspectives. That's what the show is about. Different perspectives. Because when you, let's say for example, you was digging for gold, right? And you knew that the gold was right there. You knew it was there, right? So you dig. And then like that last day you like, oh my God, like I am so tired of digging, right? And you done. You know what? I quit. I can't do this no more. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I want to take a shower. I've been down here for 20 days straight digging for gold. And then somebody else comes right behind you and goes tap, tap, tap. Oh. And they move the dirt. And next thing you know, they find the gold. So quitting could be done at the wrong time. That's true.
So, like you said, going back to what you said, everything should happen at your own pace. So, which means you don't have any room to quit. Because if you're doing it at your own pace, why are you quitting? What's the rush?
Right.
Why are you rushing for?
I think you should only quit if you know for a fact, and you should know yourself. You should know your rhythm, your daily routine, and be real with yourself and be transparent. If you know for a fact you're not being consistent, if you know for a fact that you're not like putting in daily routines and daily rhythms, and even if that has a lot to it doesn't even have to be, as long as you're taking care of mind, body, and soul. Because mind, body, and soul is gonna that whatever it is you want to do. Once mind, body, and soul is aligned, you should be able to easily create a rhythm. How do you take
care of your mind, body, and soul simultaneously? Like, body, you do what? Go to the gym, right? Eat right.
Yeah.
Eat right.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
body. What about your mind? How do you feed your mind?
How do you feed your mind?
I'm asking you.
Yeah. So no, great question. But I'm saying, like, how do you feed your mind? Because that's a different question for everyone, right? You know, like
so there's different ways you can feed your mind.
Yeah. You know what might feed my mind. You may like. I like to read. Some people don't actually like. Like I like to actually physically read. I hate reading like on a computer or I hate reading on a phone or I like to read books, actual real books. Because the light on, devices, sometimes it messes with...
Make you want to go to sleep?
Well, it messes with my eyes. I think we the generation that grew up on watching TVs growing up. And now this newer generation, they on the littlest screens. But either way, it's not the same as an actual book. But that's another, topic for why I choose to... Read but books. Some people, they rather listen to audiobooks, because they... have trouble.
So what type of books can you read to feed your mind?
Well, for me personally, like positive books. I like positive books. I like realistic books.
Realistic? Realistic fiction.
Realistic fiction, Okay.
You don't like hood books?
It's funny. When I was in high school.
Yeah. I seen a book that the name of the book was Section 8 Chicks.
No way.
A hood rat novel.
No way.
I swear to everything. It says Section 8 Wifeys, a hood rat novel.
Nah, not Section 8 Wifeys.
I had me a Section 8 chick before, I ain't gonna lie.
I feel you.
Section 8. How much your rent? $2. I need 18 right now. What you talking about? Section 8 is. I wish I could have Section 8 right now too. Come on,
right?
Stop playing.
Sure.
They need to start making things fit our criteria, like middle class or whatever you want to call us people that got some money, but we ain't really got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No facts. Middle class is like it's the class that like gets it the worst. I feel.
Right, and you know what? New York is expensive.
Yes, it is.
So I don't even know if you want you could just might as well call everybody that live in New York rich, because if you move us out of here and put us somewhere else, we're gonna be like, damn, that's it.
Right.
That's all you gotta pay.
Right.
That's crazy. That's how it is though. Right. You on the red couch with Burn, and you sitting here with this beautiful young lady, Stellar. From Stellar Talks. How you doing today? Again, you doing good.
I'm good.
She doing good. She doing good. I was just thinking of something. You know what's crazy? When I was in the barbershop, all the barbers had bald heads.
They've been there, done that.
Nurses smoke cigarettes. Like y'all literally about to go operate on somebody. And pull the cancer out of them. But you about to smoke a cigarette before you go do that. So a lot of things like that got me to thinking, oh, this got something to do with opposites. And I said, do opposites attract? So that's the question that I got for you. Does opposites attract, or do opposites attract?
Yes, I agree.
How do you come to that conclusion?
I don't know. It's weird. You're looking for this what you never had. It's just like people who are like born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and then they're looking to be this. All these.
Okay,
Disney
so you're
stars,
trying to say because the reason why I'm saying that is like opposites attract as it applies to relationships. So you saying like if a chick is born in the suburbs, right, somewhere, she gonna want a G. Right?
You know what? That's yeah.
She gonna want a gangster dude.
Yeah, probably not all the time, but especially now more than ever. Yeah, it's like majority of I do agree with that, because they're like accustomed to what they're used to, so now they want something different, or they want to try something different.
You're gonna get your heart broken. Trying to deal with the dude that's opposite. So now if a chick grow up and straight up in the hood, she gonna want a nerd.
That is so true.
But then you end up treating that nerd like a bird.
That part.
The same way the one that deals with that grew up in the suburbs dealing with the gangster dude gonna get her heart broken. So does opposites really attract?
That's a great question.
That's why some people say they want a gangster and a gentleman. They want them in the middle somewhere.
That's true, but I think that's kind of like, I think we got to tap into ourselves. Like once we tap into what we like and what we don't like, we have to be realistic with those things. A lot of us are dating for like within our ego. Like you said, like, yeah, opposites attract, because that might be something that you think you want, but that's probably not something you need. You know, but yeah, I agree.
That's true. I guess if you want to say that. Damn, homie, in high school you was the man. Like when you was in high school, everybody that was, I ain't gonna lie, I was somewhat popular in high school, somewhat, because I was rapping, so. I was the man for rap, but I ain't really have all the hottest clothes and all that shit like that. So I wasn't really popular for that.
I don't believe him.
No, I wasn't fly like that.
Fly
bro.
guy.
I wasn't fly like that. In my own way, yeah, but I was in a group home and all that, so I was, I wasn't fly like that,
Yeah.
But a lot of the people that was are not fly now, buddy.
Right.
And a lot of the chicks that was terrible back then looked good as hell.
Right.
And a lot of the ones that was like the ones that was like, oh, my boyfriend is 39.
Out here being grown.
Oh, they look toe up now. Like,
now they grown.
Do you see that?
I do. I see that a lot. I see that a lot of the times.
It's crazy. Yeah. I saw this post the other day on Facebook from this girl. It wasn't even a post. She just said it, and then a lot of people was commenting on it. Yeah, girl. I like that too. She said, I don't like my man liking nobody. Do you get that?
I get that in like an insecure way.
Okay, what do you think that means?
I don't like my man liking nobody. I don't like my man. I get that as like, you don't even want the guy to have any girlfriend, any friends, any female friends. But depending on the, industry he's in, when it comes to networking and, and building, relationships and things like that, you have to, have, first of all, you got to have a healthy relationship at home before you even start having, healthy relationships outside. So everything is, domino effect. But yeah, I get insecurity from that. It was a post?
Yeah, it was a post. And I was like, and then a lot of girls like, yeah. I don't like my man liking nobody either. Like, I want my man exclusively for me too. But then that's how I read it. I read it like, okay, you're basically saying you don't want the dude to have any friends at all. You don't, like, if he's chilling, you don't, and a woman approaches him, like, you might feel some type of way or whatever.
So you might even throw off the energy. Remember earlier we were talking about energy is contagious? Yeah. Now,
that's gonna be negative energy, and then you're going to mess up your whole relationship.
Right? Might have messed up $1 million deal or $1 billion deal.
I got a question for you. This is the magical question, folks. This is the magical question for a woman. I got a woman on the couch, and this is the A word, accountability. Okay.
Wow, my favorite word.
Oh, that's your favorite word?
Yep. I was just having a debate about this earlier with somebody.
That's your favorite word?
Let's get it.
You sure that's your favorite word?
My favorite word.
Because I've never met one woman on this planet that holds herself accountable when she is wrong.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, never.
Oh my God.
I never met. And you know what? That's probably an exaggeration. Let me say this.
Okay, all right.
That's probably an exaggeration.
You know they gonna see.
What? I don't care. But what I'm saying is, it's probably an exaggeration. Let me say this. The majority of women that I know do not hold themselves and have known, not hold themselves and did not hold themselves accountable for the things that they did that was wrong. And I can say that a large majority of men that are watching right now would agree with me, because it's just a rare thing. Like, why?
I agree.
Oh, so you agree to it?
I do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why is it like that?
I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry you've never met. I'm
Oh, no.
totally not in that category, but you know.
But why is it like that though? Like I feel like y'all know too, and y'all just be like, nah, I'm not.
It's that ego thing, man. I think it's that ego.
Like if you cheat, like when a woman cheats, it's kind of like they deal with the sadness afterwards, or the guilt after, not during, because they're not gonna let you know that they feel bad about what they did. And it doesn't even have to be a cheating situation. It could be something else.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I probably can't, like, speak on that because I've never been in that position. But,
Never cheated?
I mean, if I'm being technical, I have. Like, I'll be honest.
But you was young or something, so it don't count?
Not that it don't count.
It don't count no more.
No, it's not that. It's just no. I told you I'm an accountable person. So
okay.
Yes, I have. But if I wanted to give any excuse, it would probably be because we were already in a bad place. Even though there is no excuse for cheating in general. Because I always believe in you should leave instead of like playing that game. But that was the situation then. So
what is the number one reason for lack of accountability?
But as far as like the number one reason for lack of accountability, I think is it goes back to ego.
Ego.
Yeah, like everyone is always trying to protect their ego, and like not a lot of people know how to put their ego to the side sometimes, their pride to the side sometimes, to even see a different perspective or understand or respect a different perspective, even if you don't understand that perspective, because you're moving at your own pace and you're in a different stage in your life. But at the end of the day, you should step outside that realm, step outside that ego, and you'll be able to take accountability.
Now, a lot of the times when you meet somebody, I'm speaking, a lot of times we meet women too. Y'all like, speak what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind. You could talk to me. You could talk to me whenever you want to. You want to sit down. You want to talk. You want to talk. You can talk to me. Whenever you want to talk, we can talk tomorrow. You want to call me and talk tomorrow, we can talk. Talk. All right. Soon as a nigga talk, soon as you start talking, either you get cut off, and this doesn't happen all the time, but I'm just saying, you get cut off.
No, you have a point. The thing is, I can't relate to a lot of like even of my friends, right? Like a lot of people, like a lot of women, right? In general, because let me clarify that I can't relate to a lot of women in my environment. I can't relate to a lot of women in my environment as much, but when I hear these stories, I do try to give that positive, uplifting or that message, like to be like, hey, listen, like it goes both ways, because that's one thing I had to realize. If you want something, then you have to make sure that I'm sorry.
Talk.
It's just like.
No, that's the word. You gotta make sure you talk. That's
exactly.
What I'm saying.
Exactly.
Because silence gets nothing. So like a lot of the times we talk about communication, we don't communicate. But I think but what I was saying was
be
like
one-sided.
But what I'm saying, like y'all be saying that, and then it just makes us silent, though. And then we go silent.
But see, that's the part. Is the y'all part. Don't be putting.
I'm just saying. I'm putting you and all the women in the same category until y'all break us out of it. I'm just saying y'all in general. You know what I'm talking about, women. I ain't saying you.
Yeah.
Like everybody else. I'm saying a lot of women.
No, I know you.
And you have friends that are women, so you know.
That's what I'm saying. I can't really like, even when I'm telling my stories, they can't relate. Like it's hard for like you get me, because it's like my analogy or my the way I think and the way I move with certain things. They be like, girl, if it was me, I would have. You understand? And it's just like, but communication is key.
Right.
So I always give somebody the benefit of the doubt, and then.
All right. Would you ever talk to your friend's ex.
No, hell no.
Why?
That's a code for me.
Why?
I mean, I don't judge or like, you know, I don't have any, you know.
She said you nasty.
No, no, I'm not saying that, but I don't believe in that. Mm-hmm. Like for me, I just don't believe in that.
Watch this now.
Same way
Would you ever talk to your ex friend's ex? Now this not.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. Oh, ex friend? Like you're no longer.
So you're not friends with this person no more. And now you meet this dude, and the dude is like the best thing ever. Is that gonna be like a thing? Is this gonna make you feel a type of way or something?
If I ever considered you my friend, mm-hmm. even though we're not friends anymore,
mm-hmm. which means you were never a friend. But go ahead.
Well, reason in the season. I believe reason in the season, but for that reason in that season, you know. But still, my code. I get it. I don't judge anybody else, but I wouldn't.
It's not your thing.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it would just go like over like one of my morals.
All right. Yeah. Here's another thing I was looking at earlier. Right, I'll be randomly spitting these joints because you know how I do.
Okay.
I was looking at a situation earlier. I said, "Damn, this is crazy, right?" So, would you feel weird, or is there a problem with your man buying his ex something for Christmas while he buys, just in general, for Christmas, birthday, whatever?
Is this ex like a child of his, like the mother of his child?
Okay, that's a good question. So if it's the mother of the child, is the father allowed to buy? I'm saying allowed because it's crazy. Like, whoa.
Yeah. For me, I feel like I would want to be in a situation where if I'm with someone who has a child, like they have to have a healthy relationship with that other parent.
Yeah, but I ain't buying you nothing.
It depends on how. It depends on how healthy the relationship is. If we all like, if we're all like a family and we do things together.
In an ideal world, I would love that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are not like that.
That's true. That's true.
Because people hold on to bitter things. Like I was asking a question the other day on Twitter. I said, how long does it take to stop being the bitter baby mama or the bitter baby daddy? Like how long does that take to stop acting like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think in that case, again with the ego thing, a lot of people have babies to try to like, you know, keep the relationship or keep it going, and then, you know, the child is born and y'all want to use the child as a pawn and fighting over, you know, and it's a nasty fight. But at the end of the day, once you guys already agreed on having this child, it's just like you should understand it's not about y'all anymore. It's about the child.
Yeah. You made that sound so easy. Yeah, that's how I know a lot of dudes. Like I ain't even gonna say some situations because niggas gonna be like, yo, why you talking about me for? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gonna leave that alone. I don't be going too deep into the issues or whatever. But all I'm gonna say is I ain't never gonna be on child support. That's what I'm saying.
You listen, you know what I'm saying? I don't even believe in the whole child support. Like that's a whole nother topic for another topic. But yeah, that's no. I think it should be a healthy relationship. But if you doing it behind, you know, your wife's back, and even if it's a, you know, the mother of your child, regardless, if y'all not talking, if there's no healthy relationship between your current wife or your current girlfriend and that ex, then no, none of that should be going down behind.
Yo, my friend said that a man would help a woman pay for child support, but a woman would never help a man pay for child support.
A man would help a woman.
Like, so if
woman
you would, so
child support?
Yo, she said woman be on child support.
I didn't know
they
that.
Got some deadbeats out there. Yeah, I don't know if you know.
You know what's funny? I know they got deadbeats moms, but I didn't know that
and
they.
some of them make money too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some of them just lazy or whatever it might be. I don't know.
What?
But some of them are on child support, yes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, what?
I just learned something today.
You're not lying.
I feel
Stop
crazy.
playing. You lying.
I'm so serious. I never knew that.
You need to come outside.
Oh my god!
Okay, you need to come outside and look up and say, "Oh, there's the sun."
You know what? You're right.
Mean?
I'm outside now. We outside
okay.
now. We outside.
She said, "You don't know. It's a lot of people on child support.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's a woman on child support. Some deadbeats out there."
I learned something today. I did not know that. Thank you.
You made my stomach hurt. I don't know about this one right here because I don't know if you're living under a rock.
Oh, snap.
I was looking at something else. I don't even want to go off on a tangent. I was looking at something else earlier, and this girl was saying that she wanted everything. She wanted everything. I want everything. I want everything. And I'm like, yo, do you know that if you don't ask for anything, you get everything? That's how it is with guys. That's how most men are. Like, don't ask. And we'll get. But the day you ask, that's the day it's going to stop.
Right.
How come he don't buy me nothing no more? You go back to that day when you asked him to buy you some shit for the first time. It's a wrap. Are you a gift person?
I am.
You love gifts?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like receiving gifts?
Yeah.
No, I'm not really a big, but I enjoy them. Like I think I love the thought. Like
flowers. You like flowers?
I like flowers.
Why do women love flowers? Like
I like flowers, but I don't rather flowers. I don't really have nowhere to put them. Like I could put them by my window, yes, but we live in New York. That the weather changes. Plus, when the flowers are cut, they're already dead. You know that, right?
Damn,
there's no way to. You know what I'm saying? There's no. The thought is nice.
All right, so you rather some edible arrangements?
That's cool. I could eat that. Yes.
Fruits.
Yeah,
fruits.
that's cute. But I'm not really a big. I'm really like little things with me, because see, gifts can blind you. So like for me, it's little things.
But then my friend said, she said men with money have no problems giving it. So now, if I got a lot of money, I'm not gonna have no problem. Like whatever, just here, take that. And it's not even me buying your love. I'm just giving it to you because I don't have a problem giving it to you.
Okay, you could give it to me, but what else are you giving to me? Are you giving me affection? Are you
beef?
giving me love? You see, no, that's the thing. And chicks and dudes, they be getting caught up in that. And then, then the whole ego thing of you're mine. But like, are we connecting on a real level? Are we, are we setting goals? Are we continuing to inspire each other?
Let's think about this though. The average man that's making a lot of money is out working a lot. What time you getting? You ain't getting no time.
No, you're right.
You gonna get some FaceTime.
You right.
Call you while I'm out.
You absolutely right.
Nah, that's why I said average man, because they still got dudes that's making a lot of money.
A woman
that's
gotta
home.
understand though.
Or that could drop in whenever they please, and most of the time they scamming. But anyway.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not dealing with that realm of dudes or or the scam, whatever. But at the end of the day, even if I'm working with I'm with a man, and his job requires him to be, or the industry he's in requires him to be on the road all the time or not home all the time. And I got myself involved with this person. So we gotta set healthy boundaries when we're dating, right? So setting a healthy boundary is knowing what type of man you want, what type of woman you want. So if I know I want a man that's making money and that's on the same level like mindset as me, then I have to also understand, dang, he's not gonna be home all the time. You get me? So that's what I'm
get me a stay-at-home job so I could stay at home with my woman.
If that's the case, if that's how you feel, get you a dude that have a stay-at-home job and he's always at home, and vice versa. But understand, what you're getting into.
Tired of him if you around him all day though.
That balance. It got to be a healthy balance of things, but people don't get that. They want to go through all the trials and tribulations, and that's fine. Cause look, at their own pace, right?
You gotta move at your own pace.
Your own pace.
Stella said it. You on the red couch with Burn, and you sitting here with Stella, and you know, on this show, relationships and trending topics, and we having a wonderful time right now, and we get in the mind of Stella, okay? Cause Stella, she gonna get her groove back too. She gonna get her groove back today.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting
right. So I heard something in the air, and they said that every woman has an ex that still want to smash.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I definitely believe that. Every man too.
Every man
got some.
Still got an ex that want to smash.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is somebody ex right now like, no, nobody don't want to smash. No, nobody don't want him no more. No, they watching that right now. Like, no.
Facts.
So I mean, I think that a lot of people who think that it's because that's how they think, though. Mm-hmm. They are the ones that still want to smash the ex. Yeah, they the ones that still want to smash the ex. Oh,
you see, you are a smart man. You are so.
Give me 5.
You know what I'm saying? You know what you're talking about.
Right.
Because that's exactly right.
They the ones that still want to smash. So in their mentality, they like, yeah. You will still, because a lot of times you get blamed for that.
Yeah.
You get blamed for that. It's like, oh yeah, I know you still dealing with it. Why? Because you would still deal with
exactly.
That, if you were still dealing with somebody, you probably would, but that's not my style. Right? That's not my style. So I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right about that. And just I kind of feel the same way, like when people, not all depends on the dynamic of the relationship, but when like someone is usually accusing, like in my case and that I experienced before, is like someone accused me of cheating, but that's only because they were cheating. You get me? But like they would consistently bring it up when it's like, when do I have the time? I'm always, like that was, you know, we were younger, but I'm always with you, and like when do I have the time? I work, I go to school, but it's because you're doing it. So you wanna pick this fight, and
she was just talking to you, whoever you are. She just because you're doing it. You be talking to you. Yo, they say that the average man, like, yo, before I even say this, right? If a dude wants to know your body count, is that like a signal to you? Like, cause me, I don't.
Yeah, I think that's like little boyish to me. I mean,
okay.
You know, like, I mean, I could be. It's just telling me the type of conversation.
Because you can lie.
You right. So what's the point of the
What's the point of the question?
You know, I'm saying like not what's the point of your you know, but it's just like, you know.
Why would a dude ask you your body count? Because I wouldn't want to know, by the way. Goddamn, I don't want to know nobody's body count. Cause that's just gonna turn you off. Cause by the time she hit a certain age, she's gonna have 59 goddamn bodies under that body.
I damn sure don't want to hear your body count.
But look,
I don't want to have to ask you what's your, like, you know what I mean.
They say the average dude had at least 50 women by the time he hit the age of 30. I
could believe that.
But I was watching Charlemagne, and he was like, 50,
my guy.
50, like, yo, that's crazy. That's an outrageous number. What?
Did he?
Like, how
did he say that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he said outrageous, but he was acting as if it was a crazy number because some dude said that he had like 1,000 women before.
Oh, I did hear that.
Like,
yes,
like,
I did.
So I know.
Yes.
One particular dude that I grew up with that then had 50 chicks by the time he was 12. He was smashing all the chicks, and then they were like, bruh.
Yeah, I think we all know at least one or two of those.
You on the red couch with Burn, and you sitting here with Stella from Stella Talks, and I was just talking about every woman and the phase that they go through, and it was just like a brief moment, and I was saying every woman has a smut phase. And you asked me, what is a smut? And I said, a smut is a slut that did the movies. You take the L out of slut and you put the M in, and that was what she did. She filmed the whole movie. So I would say the classification falls under which type of movie you filmed. Right? And it don't have to be with a phone. You just felt like you was in
a movie.
In a movie. It could have been 2 dudes. It could have been 1. But you knew it was a camera around. You just felt like it was one around, didn't you? Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't like being filmed while I'm fucking. While I'm smashing. I don't curse a lot on the show. I don't like being filmed while I'm smashing. I don't like that.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
If I have a really intimate relationship with someone, I think it's kind of fun. But we have to have that like real.
We signing something because I don't want my beef on the internet.
Because they're
gonna use my joint to get chicks on a dating profile. You feel me?
You got a point, but it's usually on like my device. You know,
yeah,
if I decide
your
like
phone can be hacked.
Yeah, you got a point.
Right. This is what I'm saying. There's a video out there right now, me doing something, you know what I'm saying? And somebody got it.
It's somewhere in the cloud. You're right. It's somewhere in the cloud. Even if you think it's deleted, it's somewhere in the cloud.
Yeah, there's a video.
But you want to know something? I try not to think about it too much because I feel like that with a lot of our information. So.
There's a video out there of me right now that that's about 2 of them. One when I was really young, and that was on like a camcorder or something. I don't know what the hell. And there's another.
Guess it makes it different when your body is involved, completely naked.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna get all deep into that, but I'm just saying. I was about to go into the way that people dress and how they keep themselves, right? Like, how important is that to you when it comes to dating? Like, how important is it for a guy to be kept well in the way that he dresses?
I think it's super important. Like, especially for me, the older I get, the more I realize, the more important it is. Especially because of certain settings I'm in and stuff like that. You know, I grew up in the hood, but that don't mean that, I need... I understand that you want to keep your waves flowing, keep your do-rag, you go to sleep with it, but you ain't got to come outside with it.
You ain't got to come out to a business meeting with your do-rag on?
Yes, 100. I hate that. I hate to see someone like walking out, like out, or in a setting, or in a club, or in a lounge. It's shit that.
Do-rag on.
Yeah, that's why certain.
Why are you wearing a do-rag in a lounge?
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Well, you won't even see that happen based on dress. That's why dress codes are put in place. But yeah, for me specifically, it's important.
All right. Very so important. If that's important to you, right now, if a dude doesn't dress well, but has everything going on for himself and refuses to dress well, what do you think about that? Like, do you think you can deal with somebody like that, or you just like, scrap it? I can't.
I feel like I'm like that. Like, I like nice stuff, but I'm not like, and it depends on what's dressed well, what's your meaning of dressed well, what's this person mean, because I'm not
to your liking, to whatever your liking is, because if you like a dude that dress well, then this dude might not. He might be like, you know what? All these bills and all that, I can't afford this right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But like for me, like dress well, like as long as you're presentable. Like I like a dude, like like when you're comfortable, you wear a hoodie and your jeans, sneakers. We're going to a different setting. Time and place. You could put on a casual button down. You gotta know a dude that know how to put on sneakers and shoes.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes
but it don't have
a smoke screen.
Designer.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I mean by like, what do you mean by dress well? Because like there's people who's, I can't mess with him. If he don't wear this, or if he don't, I'm not like that. So it's like, but I get people who are like that. So
sometimes there's a smoke screen. Sometimes a dude will be dressed to the nines. That's how they say it, right? Dressed to the T. And then he's broke. Or he's dead broke.
You mean with all the designer? He got the Louis belt.
I know somebody right now that got more designer than the person who made the designer.
Absolutely.
That don't have $1 damn dollar.
Absolutely. Shit. I know somebody, right? I'm sorry. I know, but Yeah, I know a few people. I know a lot of people.
The ratio don't match.
It's not matching. The math ain't
matching. We was talking about this earlier about how you got 100,000 followers on Instagram, but you got 2 likes.
Oh, the bots. The bots. They buying the bots.
Yeah, they buying the bots.
They buying the bots.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't really like to see people do that. And you know what? Yeah. At one point in time, Instagram did take away like the fake
They did followers. It like twice. Yeah. The fake followers.
Boy, I can't wait for the second round.
The comments being fake. I know the likes be that, and that's what I'm saying. The comments be throwing off the ratio.
No, the comments.
You know what I mean?
All right, so now the algorithm works where the more that people interact with your post is the more Instagram promotes you.
Right.
So if a lot of people comment on it, then Instagram will promote you, and so that's the job of those bots. And a lot of them work in
you know what? Yeah,
they're real people. A lot of them work in a setting where they do that. They get paid a certain amount to do that.
You may be right now. I'm talking like before when they first took the first. They did that first wave when they were taking out the fake followers. But I did notice like a lot of things did change on Instagram and the algorithm. So I am relearning that. So, you probably I should just taught me something. Yeah,
it's a wrap. There's a.
But yeah, they buying the bots.
Yo, so back to relationships and trending topics on the red couch. Would you ever deal? Would you ever? How far are you willing to go through the struggle, if you are willing to go through the struggle when dealing with a dude? So like the struggle can be a shelter. Like, are you willing to go through the shelter system if you lost it, or if the dude lost it all and he was taking care of you, like y'all was living together? Like, are you willing to go through that?
Oh, okay. So initially it started off where he was taking care of me.
Where he was taking care of you.
Yeah. I think
you
it's
gonna go
only
through the shelter system? Okay.
I think it's, yeah.
So now you meet this dude. There's another side of this. You meet this dude. The dude, everything about him is great. Everything. Like personality, he's lit. But he's in the shelter. Now what?
So, I mean, I think like as long as you have a purpose, because I can always work with a trying person. You get me? As long as you have a purpose.
Oh, she giving chances out, like cards and shit.
Well, not like that. You know what I'm saying? I think initially.
In a shelter, holla. Nah.
I think if I initially meet you, I got my own baggage going on. So if I initially meet you and you have this baggage and my baggage and your baggage ain't bagging.
yo, my baggage plus your baggage is gonna equal a big bag.
Exactly.
Then we good.
Yeah.
But if not,
then we could, could work with a trying person.
I feel you. They got the three.
That's the problem.
P's,
We out here lost.
Right?
Yeah.
I said they got the 3 P's, right? I was saying this. How to keep a woman. This is some funny.
How to keep a woman.
How to keep a woman. Planning is very important. Pay for some shit.
Yeah, I guess you gotta throw that in there too.
And I don't know what the last P gonna be. What can the last P be?
P? P. We could say
pipe it down. No. I guess so. Pipe it down, pipe down, whatever.
Pipe down. We could say, I don't know, damn, P. That's kind of like.
I just gave it to you. Pipe it down.
That's yeah. We gonna just stick with pipe it down.
Planning and pipe it down.
Yeah. Preparing. No, that's the same
that's
shit. That's
planning. Planning and preparing is the same thing.
That's true. Propose.
Give me 3 ways.
Propose.
Oh yeah, let me get out of here. Propose. That's
propose.
dope. Well, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Add that to the 3 P's.
Yeah.
So the 3 P's on how to keep a woman: planning, propose, and pipe it down.
Yeah, we gotta still keep that.
Pay for something. No, you gotta pay. Well, if you propose, you might as well pay for. You already been paying for stuff. Obviously, if you get on your knees, because it don't make no sense to get on your knees and propose if you ain't do nothing. What do you think about a woman proposing to a man?
You know what's funny? When I was younger, I had a different perspective on it. But no, I don't think that should
That's
happen.
not a good thing.
Yeah.
A man's supposed to propose to a woman.
I guess like, yeah, because a woman getting on her knees traditionally
is what she does.
To each his own. Like, I mean, depend on your perspective. Everybody has like different type of relationships, so if you decide to do that, no judgment. I don't think I would do that. Like, I had a different perspective when I was younger. Again, like I said, but nah.
Give me 3 ways you could keep a man.
3 ways.
3 ways to keep a man.
3 ways to keep a man.
Yes.
I would say communication is key, like we spoke about earlier.
With men, because we like to communicate. With men, because we like to communicate.
Right. Communicate with men, and men communicate with women. But women, this message is for you. So, 3 ways to keep a man. I say communicate, love with, do everything with pure intentions.
That's right.
I think
we don't like that.
I think that's like super, super big. Even when it comes to something small. I know, like, ladies, I know you guys like to be like, we like to be petty when it come to certain things.
That petty's gonna get you cheated
on. But no, everything with pure intentions, because what you put out will come back. And then the third thing would be just, never rule out anything. Never rule anything out. Always give something or someone the benefit of the doubt until you have credible proof and facts and receipts.
Damn, she went to like basically talking about what's gonna happen if you cheat.
Look, the shoe fit.
Damn,
wear it.
That's crazy.
No.
Loyalty,
support,
and stability. Those are my 3. That's how you keep a man. Right? Now, a lot of women might say, "Oh, you ain't mentioned sex." Right? Like, is sex how you keep a man though? I guess, right? Because we want it all the time. But is that a big factor though? Is that the biggest factor?
I think you gotta know yourself. You gotta know your boundaries. You gotta know what you like and what you don't like, because I think that question, it determines on who you asking.
I went a whole year. I can say this on camera. I went a whole year without doing nothing.
I love that.
A couple of times.
That's a big deal.
A couple of times.
That's a really big deal.
A couple of times.
That's a huge deal.
Right. A couple of times.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That was literally, I ain't gonna lie, so the thing is, like, I go into these big things where I'll be work. And I just get into my zone. But at one point in time, I was like, you know what? I'm not about to do nothing with nobody, up there in age, so I could afford a year. You know what I'm saying? When I was 30, nah, son. That year was not gonna happen.
Yeah. What you talking about? You are 30.
Nah, I can say my age. See the grays on the beard.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I could go a long time without doing nothing. I could go 2 months. I could go 2 weeks, 6 months, whatever it is, because sex is in the mind. Like, when you do something with somebody, you got to be attracted to them. When you look them in their eyes, you got to see something.
I agree.
You got to start trembling when you look at them. This is the one for me.
Yeah.
You on the red couch with Burn. And you sitting here with one of the dopest women I know. Like I said, I always have dope people on my show.
I appreciate you.
And I really enjoyed this conversation. I really enjoyed the conversation that we had today. We're going to chop this up. It's going to look real good. And I can't wait to be on your show. I'm about to start rapping again. I'm talking about to start rapping again.
I would love that. I would absolutely
I don't even want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the 40-year-old rapper.
Ooh, I like that.
Damn it. Blow it up. Don't
tell
nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, yeah.
But yeah, I want to be on your show. Can you tell the people where to find you?
Yes, absolutely. You can find me on Instagram. Follow me. My page is Stellar Talks. That's Stella with an R. Scientific word for star. right? So not Stella, but Stellar. Stella Talks. We're a platform that promote artistry of all kinds, so not just music, but also entrepreneurs and upcoming businesses. So yeah, follow us there.
Right. When you on the Red Couch with Burn, and you can follow me or follow us on Red Couch with Burn on anything. So that's Twitter, Red Couch Burn. But anything else is Red Couch with Burn. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We went viral. We going viral. Stop
viral,
playing.
Baby.
We going viral. Tap in. Follow us and make sure you subscribe. I better stop playing with me and subscribe.
And put that notification on.
Punch you in your screen.